the segment known as the Black Pot, aka Kuku Shudama. This is where we talk pertinent issues relating to the development of our people, our continent, our land. And today, I need us to talk. What are we talking about, ladies and gentlemen? Let me take you to America. There is a president there called Donald Trump. Yesterday, ladies and gentlemen, Donald Trump tweeted. And in the tweets, he was calling some congresswomen, 4 of them, telling them, go back to where you came from. If you are not happy in America, go back to where you came from. This might sound like a harmless joke, but ladies and gentlemen, Donald Trump is a man everybody knows to be a racist. He won the American elections with racism. He started off by calling Mexicans drug addicts, drug peddlers, and rapists. Then he moved an inch further when he banned all Muslims, no matter which country you were coming from entering America. Ladies and gentlemen, as if that was not enough, he called Africa a shithole. And any other person who lives in a shithole must either be a worm, ladies and gentlemen, aka Gogome, or you must be something else. I cannot talk on radio. Now Donald Trump has the penchant of insulting black people and insulting so many different people and getting away with that, ladies and gentlemen. After he called us a shithole land, he sent his wife, a former stripper, ladies and gentlemen, and probably a porn star, to come into this country and insult us again. Our president also tweeted and said, we are not going to accept any insults from Donald Trump. His wife was here. Ladies and gentlemen, we had a holiday for our innocent school children to stand on the streets in the hot sun with no refreshment, no umbrellas, and wave at Donald Trump's wife. Welcome, welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, our police were deployed from all over Ghana to come to Accra. It did not matter whether you were serving in Pesingpe or Duri Gaga or Gaga Duri. Ladies and gentlemen, they brought them from Binduri, Yoni, Chirponi, and all those areas to Accra to line the streets of Accra all the way from the headquarters of the police all the way to Cape Coast, because Donald Trump's wife was going to Cape Coast on arrival. Ladies and gentlemen, our police people still wear their black in the hot blazing sun in Ghana, in the tropics. Ladies and gentlemen, they were basking in the hot sun, waving at Donald Trump's wife, a man who called us a shithole country. Now the American embassy was so embarrassed by the utterances of such a president. And what did they say? Oh, we have almost always had a very good relationship with you. Do not worry about what Donald Trump said. To hell with the American embassy. We should not worry about what Donald Trump said. Did you apologize for those unnecessary and stupid remarks? You are slapping me and you are telling me not to worry about the slap. It's okay to be slapped. You'll be all right soon. That is what you are telling me. If the American ambassador, ladies and gentlemen, said, oh, don't you worry about what Trump said. Ignore that. We have always had a good relationship here, so let it go. Let what go? Did you apologize on behalf of Trump? They didn't do it. Today, ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to dwell too much on what happened in the past. But I want you to also remember that when Donald Trump came into power, racism in America more than geometrically increased. Of course, there was an arithmetic increase in racism in America from time to time. But with the onset of the presidency of Donald Trump, there was a geometric increase in racism. Anytime people saw Africans or black people in America, they walked up to them, they shouted into their ears, "Go back to Africa." Yesterday I was watching CNN, and some of the black people who have anchored on CNN for only God knows how long, they said they have never enjoyed racism in America like in the days of Donald Trump. Enjoy in quotes. White people walk up to black people, they shout in their ears, "Go back to Africa," including these ones that people even saw on CNN time after time. As if that was not enough, ladies and gentlemen, Donald Trump himself tweeted insulting 4 congresswomen on the Democratic side, asking them to return to Africa. Ladies and gentlemen, that was just the preamble. Now let us go into the issue proper. There is something called ICE, the ICE raids in America. Those of you who've been following activities in America and some other places, you might know what I'm talking about, the ICE raids. Now ICE, ladies and gentlemen, ICE simply stands for the Immigration and the Customs Eviction or raid of undocumented people in America. Ladies and gentlemen, last night I had the opportunity to see videos of Africans who are being deported from America, and one of them broke my heart. Now this man who sounded francophone, I don't like that term francophone, but to suffice the talk right now, he sounded like Senegalese. He was carried all the way from wherever they found him. He's married in America to an American woman. They have children. His wife is very sick, but they found out that his papers were not all right. Instead of regularizing the papers, because the matter was still in court, according to this man, they carried the African onto the plane, and it was a black macho man who was stamping on the stomach of this Senegalese guy. The man kept saying, "Please take your leg off me. Can you take," and of course a lot of expletives. But the black man was still pushing down on the man, even though he was handcuffed and carried all the way onto a plane to bring him back to Africa. The man was screaming, "Please, my wife is sick. My children, I am the one taking care of them. My papers are not correct, but they are being regularized. I've been married in America for only God knows how long. Even give me water to drink, you will not give me water. Look how you are stamping on me. Look how you are punching me. Please, it is wrong to send me back to Africa like this." The man was in tears crying. I'm glad you haven't seen this video, because it will make you feel like there's somebody chopping onions around you. Your eyes will get watery. My brother, my sister, long time ago, we were forced on the slave ships. We were beaten up to be taken to the newfound land. We were beaten and dehumanized to be carried out of Africa. We resisted. We jumped from the ships into the sea and were eaten up by sharks and so on and so forth. When we were carried away, we tried even to escape, with all regards to Kunta Kinte and the rest of them. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we are crying and fighting not to be brought back to Africa. What a conundrum. What a paradox. It is very paradoxical of us as a people, ladies and gentlemen, to be threatened with being brought back to Africa, and we are crying gallons full of tears because Africa has been turned into a hellish place. Ladies and gentlemen, so many people are being raided in America right now. and sent down to Africa by a president who has no brains, by a president who is very, very heartless. And when I use words like this, some people don't like it. They say, Black Rasta, you can still talk without saying some of these things. Sometimes it is difficult to shield things that have been inside you for too long, or else they will explode inside you and you will die. A president who called you a shithole. A president, ladies and gentlemen, who is throwing your people left, right, and center, forgetting the contributions of Africans to the development of America. Forgetting our black people were forced against their desires and their wishes on ships, ladies and gentlemen, after the Berlin Conference, and so on and so forth, to be carried to America to build skyscrapers. A president who has forgotten that Africans were those who built the White House and the Capitol. Forgetting that African people, black people, ladies and gentlemen, are the bedrock of America. Ladies and gentlemen, I say it with so much pain that Africans are now struggling and fighting not to be brought back home. Their homes have become nothing but hell. You should have seen how that Senegalese man was crying and begging people on the aeroplane, ladies and gentlemen, not to allow these guys to bring him home. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be playing this video at the lecture on Saturday. Those who haven't seen it, when you come, you will see it, because we shall discuss it. A land full of gold, diamond, bauxite, and so on and so forth. Today you are being brought back. Even the Bible says that Africa is heaven. The Bible says that the Garden of Eden was located at a place that had the Tigris and the Euphrates rivers crisscrossing. Today, those places are right here in Africa. The Garden of Eden has now become the hell of Eden. Africans, the moment they see white people approaching them and they know that they don't have documents, they start running helter-skelter. Some can jump from very high heights in order to avoid being arrested by immigration control officers in America. My big question now is, leaders of Africa, why do you have to take us through this journey of hell? You have disgraced Mama Africa. You have disgraced the efforts of our ancestors. You greedy leaders who enrich Chinese and Indians and other people. Greedy leaders who think about themselves and their families alone. Posterity will judge you so harshly. It will become like an albatross around your necks, even into your graves. You have let Africa down. You are full of rhetorics, wonderful speeches, yet no actions. You are wicked, worse than Satan, and posterity will judge you very harshly, all African leaders. All the big companies, ladies and gentlemen, across Africa are owned by foreigners. The same foreigners carry our money to their countries, develop their countries, and when we dare pay a visit to those countries, we are told right in the face to go back to our shitholes. When would our leaders sit up? Our MPs are busily breaking traffic rules with impunity. The police is doing everything possible to be able to keep this country in peace and in harmony. Congratulations to the Ghana police. These days I see the Ghana police. Oh my God. This is not the time I would like to be a policeman. I honor you, every Ghanaian policeman and policewoman. I see the hard work you put up. Oh my God. Last week I was in Cape Coast, and on the way, some police officers stopped me at Moree Junction. And when I came down from the car, they said they wanted to have a search. Now, when they started searching, I was happy to have a policeman search my car because BLAKK RASTA is a clean guy. Now they started searching the car, and the big man from the back called the boys and asked them to come over. So they stopped searching the car and came. And I realized that there was a kind of argument going on whilst I was waiting to be asked to go away. Now the big man came with the boys and he said, "Are you that lecturer?" I looked around to see if there was another lecturer behind me. I said, "Yes, sir, I am that lecturer." I said, "Did you just lecture at the University of Ghana?" I said, "Yes, I did, sir. Last week, sir." He said, "Oh, okay. Oh, that's what he continued saying." He said, "Please continue with your journey." Ladies and gentlemen, the police in Ghana has been pushed to the wall. You ask them to run after armed robbers who are holding AK-47 guns and M16, and the Ghana police is holding Tiabofre. You ask the Ghana police to guard corrupt ministers who rape and steal the money of this country, yet the policeman's salary is less than 1,200 Ghana cedis, depending on his rank. Even with the double spine, or is it triple spine, or quadruple spine, the salary is begging 1,000 Ghana cedis, yet a corrupt minister can buy 8 V8s in just a twinkle of an eye. The policeman who is taking care of your safety and protecting you has 4 children at home whose school fees are paid intermittently. This month I'll pay your school fees. Next month I'll pay the other one's school fees. If they happen to be attending schools where they will not permit that, then some of the children will sit home until their school fees are paid in part. Yet a greedy, thieving minister has so much money in his house, and this poor policeman is the one protecting his money and protecting his life. What a paradox. Look what is happening on the streets of Accra. Beggars parading the streets of Accra from left, right, and center. Yet you sit down there and say, "Back to Ghana. Please come to Ghana. Ghana is the gateway to Africa. You see, we got our independence in 1957. We have gold, we have diamond, and blah, 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 blah. And we are beyond aid, you know. We have cocoa that is sweet like alewa. Your cocoa could be as sweet, my God, as honey. You could even have your independence before God was born. Nobody is coming into this country into this corruption. No African American is desirous of coming to your country that is bedridden with cancer, corruption of cancer, or cancer of corruption. No African American, nobody around the world, not even the Jamaicans who have free visas to Ghana right now, are desirous of coming into your country that has nothing to offer. What are you going to offer them? The corruption? The Chinese who are insulting us? The Indians whose racist statues you have all over the place? Eh? Or is it the Americans who come here and have all the contracts and all them things? Is that what you're going to show them? Ladies and gentlemen, we've talked about this time and again. Donald Trump is helping us to sit up. He says, "You are shithole." He doesn't want you in America. He wants people from Norway. He wants people from Denmark. They are proper people, not you shitholes. And our leaders won't sit back and take this as a brain shock, a shock treatment to the brain. So they will sit up is now they are gearing up to increase their geometric corruption. The man is telling you that anything black is not accepted in this country. He won the elections anyway by racism. Now he's continuing with his racist agenda. And when his wife was coming, if I was president, you know what I would have said? Don't come into this country. We are cleaning our shithole. When it's clean enough, we would ask you to come. For now, it is so shithole-ish. But you're begging president. Your president who is full of rhetorics. Your president who only talks without works. Rather made school children walk on the streets in the hot sun. No umbrella, no water to even drink in the hot sun. Will you treat your children like this? Policemen were all over on the streets, deployed from all over. Whether the places were conflict zones or not, they brought them and pulled them out to come and lace the streets of Accra and wait for Trump's ex-stripper wife to come, and they waved at her and sang the American national anthem into her ears. What a shithole-ish government. One government after the other, shithole-ish governments all over the place. Governments who have no regard for our ancestors' achievements. Governments, ladies and gentlemen, who know next to nothing about the heritage of this great country. Listen, we have a president who comes from a very rich historical background. His father was a president. He comes from an area, ladies and gentlemen, that is rich with tradition. But what are we hearing? That all the big contracts are going to family members, just like in the days of Mahama. Then you come and sit down and tell me, oh, Ghana Beyond Aid. Maybe Ghana Beyond Aid for your relatives. When Mahama was in power, it was the same thing we had. Guinea fowls that flew all the way, ladies and gentlemen, from Ghana into Burkina Faso. They are waiting to return. I wonder if they will return. Corruption all over. Corruption was like a nightmare. In fact, a daymare in our eyes in the days of Mahama. Corruption. Oh my God. Corruption. Womanizing. My God. We hear all that. But we can't talk because we don't have a camera like Anas who will take videos and come and show us. My God, have mercy. To God be the glory, ladies and gentlemen. If I were Trump, I will continue chasing black people out every day, every night. It is a shock treatment to you guys to sit up and clean your homes. The shit is too much. It's too smelly. There are worms all over you. Clean your shitholes. Empower the local people. Respect the Ghanaian farmer. Educate the people properly, not mass education that is nothing but tomfoolery. Educate the people, not mass tomfoolery. Double track, triple track, quadruple track, and all them things, man. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Blackport. And in conclusion, I would like to remind you that Nam1 is back. Those who just woke up from the nightmare, Nam1 is back and he's in the custody of the police. I don't know if he's eating once a day or twice a day, or whether they squeeze his balls time after time like they did to some journalists allegedly. That I don't know, because I have not been allowed to go see him. But I can tell you that he is in Ghana. And if our leaders stop the political gymnastics, the political hegemony, if they stop the politics, Ghana shall prosper again. Trump says America shall be what? Shall be great again. When are we also going to say Ghana shall be great again? If a whole empire was called the Ghana Empire, with its capital at Kumbisali, with great leaders, ladies and gentlemen, from the great Dinga Sisi all the way to the last king of the Ghana Empire, thing coming in, they were all acclaimed leaders. Europeans used to come to the Ghana Empire to learn simple democracy and leadership. Europeans came all the way from Europe, Spain, and the rest of them. Anyway, it was black people who went to civilize Spain in the name of the Moors. Have you heard of the Moors before? If Europeans came all the way, ladies and gentlemen, to the Ghana Empire to learn how to build in stone and cast, to learn how to smelt iron, and even to learn simple leadership, today we are those running after the West, begging them to teach us how to lead our people. To God be the glory.
And to Jehovah be the glory. Thank you, Father. No matter how loud the cry of the orphan is, nobody seems to hear. Boy, let loose. Nobody ever talk for you, man. How? Lord God have his mercy. Run, I never get no solution.